Hello world, this is Blue Dolphin with Hoplite Security, and in this video we're going to be getting into a hack the box, very easy rated web challenge called Juggling the Facts. I didn't think it was that easy, but I understand why, and I'll get into it. Let's get started. All right, so jumping right into the challenge here, we'll see that it is, of course, an easier challenge. It comes with some files, and the challenge description just suggests that the organization possesses knowledge of true pumpkins because this was a Halloween challenge from a couple years ago. And we're supposed to find out what they honestly know and uncover the centuries long secret. All right, so the first thing we can do is download the files, which of course I've already done, but let's take a quick look at the website here first. All right, this is the website. It's a not so spooky pumpkin facts, and there's really only three things for us to interact with. So that's going to make this a little easier because it's going to narrow down our attack surface. So we have the spooky facts tab here, not so spooky facts, secret facts. Okay, so if we click them all, nothing really happens. Everything changes. Things get juicy when we click secret facts because secrets can only be accessed by admin. Now, let's take a quick look to see what happens in burp, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at the source code and try and put two to two together. Okay, so I have burp fired up here. So we're going to go ahead and click spooky facts, and you can see it's passing something here. It's passing type spooky. This is a data type, so it looks like this is a string. So we'll go ahead and let that pass on through. Now we'll click not spooky facts, and we have another type being passed. So we'll turn intercept off and on. I don't know why I did that, but we'll click secret facts, and we'll see here we have data type secrets. This is probably what we're after. How are we going to get there? Let's head on over to the source code and have a review of it. Okay, so from the source code, in front of me, I just have the entry point.sh. So this is just a Docker file that specifies what's going to happen when we start Docker. And the reason I chose this is because it was just right there in front of me. What's interesting is if we look through here, we can see all these different use cases for those strings we saw. Spooky, not spooky. We scroll to the bottom and we see secrets actually returns a flag. At this point, we know that we have to get that secrets, whatever it is. We know that it's probably the admin page pass because we pass the word secrets to it, but we don't get the flags. We need access. Let's take a look at some of the other code now that we kind of have an idea of what we're going after. All right, sorry everyone. I don't know why I opened it in Notepad. I just switched over to Visual Studio. It's a lot easier to look at on the eyes. But anyways, let me just open up one of the other files to take a look. This was just entry point.sh. All right, so now we're taking a look at the index controller.php file. And if you don't know what this file is, it is like the controller of the application handling requests and how everything works from like a really high level, kind of like the architect. That's how I think of it. But anyways, if we look here, what's super interesting is we work our way down through here. There's this line here, and what it's saying is if the data type equals secrets and the server is not the remote server, or sorry, is not the local server, then jump over to switch case. Okay, well, we don't really see a vulnerability here because PHP type juggling, when you Google it and do some research, suggests a vulnerability is present when you have only two equal signs, which means you can change that type. But here we have three. And over here, again, this is considered strict. So this is not going to be vulnerable. And this is where I kind of thought that this challenge wasn't easy because it didn't seem very straightforward. But it eventually dawned on me that when you look at a strict comparison chart, which let me pull up here, that you can actually evaluate something to true. And here we can see what evaluates to true when it comes to that strict comparison. And the easiest solution here is true. I actually tried them all. But what this means is if we can get the JSON data type to be true, because again, we're using PHP and it's looking for a data type on the back end. We don't know exactly what it's looking for, but then it will in fact route us to the secrets, and that's what we want. So the way to do this is actually to just literally pass a data type true. Let me demonstrate in burp. All right, here we are in burp. Now, when we go ahead and we forward the packet with secrets, we have to be an administrator. We know this. So if we come over to secrets, we can look at that PHP strict comparison table and try all the things. We can try like 0, we can try it as a string, as not a string. And eventually what's going to work is literally just the data type true, like this. So we'll send this. Oh, let me try it again. It didn't work. So type will be true. That'd be embarrassing if it didn't work. Oh, I'm actually looking at the wrong browser, I think. Okay, let's try it again. True. There we go. And we have the flag. And from how I understand this, the reason that this is working is because the backend code is looking to see if any of the cases evaluate to true. Um, but if it does, then it bypasses whatever was holding us back from not being the admin. I don't know, maybe it was a cookie check or something. But again, it was probably like a back end framework, and not something in the front end, which is a very good way when it comes to coding to use frameworks that kind of reduce the user load, because it reduces like the attack surface. But yeah, that was it. So I really enjoyed this challenge. It was very difficult, but once I realized how to do it, I saw why it was very easy. Anyways, hey, thanks for tuning in and good luck on Hack the Box.